Well, PJ, you know what they say. If it smells weird, walk away.
That's it. That's the episode. Thanks for watching.
See you next time. But for real, if it smells, you should probably walk away. Today we're talking about buying RVs.
Yeah, we work with people that do that a lot.
Buying RVs, things you should look for. Red flags. We have the red flag police. We're going to show you all the red flags with buying an RV. Things you want to just look at a little bit closer. All right. So today we're talking about red flags when buying RVs. Do you know what a red flag is, Mom?
It's a flag that's red.
Yes. What happens when you wave it?
It moves around, blows in the wind.
It means beware.
Oh.
So
is that why all those people with the hard hats and the traffic problems are yelling at me?
No, we're talking about like red flags. You know, like when somebody says like, yeah, I liked that guy, but he had a lot of red flags.
I haven't experienced that in a long time, but yeah, I think I get the drift.
Well, things that need to draw your attention, right?
Okay.
So in this episode, we're going to give you some red flags to look at when you're buying an RV, but really it's just information. It's not panic, right? It's not like be scared of everything. Everybody's trying to rip you off, because that's, I don't know, that can be the sentiment sometimes. But really, this is a red flag. This is a, hey, if this is happening, you might just want to dig a little deeper and make sure everything is okay.
Well, you know, there's a lot of great RVs out there, but, you know, some of them should come with a warning label.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of it is common sense. A lot of it is your gut, you know, just like feeling like, I don't think it should be making that noise.
So is that your first comment that, yeah, trust your gut?
Yeah, trust your gut. Just in the general feeling of things. Yeah, we're gonna give you some red flags, but let's start with one that gets people the most. This is too good to be true. Like, I'm winning the lottery,
yes.
right? Like,
yes.
I got the deal of a century. This trailer is at such a great price. I have got to snag it up. The salesperson said that a bunch of people are looking at it, so I need to buy it now, right? Mm-hmm. That's a pretty common one.
I think that is. And, you know, maybe it's true. So maybe it is the deal of a century. But step back and take a look at it and be sure that it is exactly what you want and it's the deal that you want. So that doesn't necessarily mean hurry up and buy it. Because, you know, that's why auctions work. People love auctions. And very often in auctions, people pay more than they should for things.
I thought auctions work because people have no impulse control.
Well, exactly.
Oh, like the fear of missing out,
yes.
right? Like this is the deal of a century, and if I don't give them all my money now, then I'm going to miss out, and then I'm going to feel awful because I missed out on something.
Yes.
It's being left out?
Yeah.
Wait, no, I just had a whole epiphany. Selling things to people is just... You don't want to feel left out?
No, I don't think it's that per se, but maybe. I mean, it's that they try to create a sense of urgency of you have to buy this or, you know, somebody else is going to get this super deal.
Yeah.
I
want
an
to get
auction,
that super deal.
and you want to get that super deal. Now, that might be true. There are super deals out there, but that should be a red flag that you need to really consider if you're looking at them.
If you are like being rushed into that deal or feeling that pressure of not wanting to lose something, the red flags that you might want to look out for is like the price. Is it just the craziest low price, right? Is the seller just rushing you to buy it right now? You need to hurry or you're going to miss out. Yeah. Another thing that I think that people don't think about a lot, and I think about this because I am the one that takes a lot of the pictures for the website. If you're looking at an RV online and there's limited pictures, like maybe there's only like, I don't know, 10 or less.
Right.
or they're weird, right? They're weird pictures.
Weird angles.
A
far
little
away.
bit fuzzy. Yeah. Ask for more pictures, because that red flag doesn't necessarily mean something's wrong, but it means that you should probably inquire. Let me actually see more photos. Let me come in and see it in person first. Just trust your gut on the picture thing. Pictures are everything.
Yeah. We're talking about new and used as well.
Yeah.
So new
especially
ones,
with used. Yeah.
But with used ones, boy, I mean, what are they not taking a picture of, right?
Well, cameras don't have smell-o-vision, that's for sure.
Right. Yeah,
I'm
that's
still
true.
waiting for that day. It's 2026.
Come on.
Never mind. There's a lot of pictures I probably don't want to smell. Never mind. But yeah, it's just something.
Can you imagine
to look into.
Instagram?
Stop.
Oh my gosh.
Instagram would just smell like. Never mind.
And scrolling.
And scrolling.
Whoa.
All the smells. Oh, focus, PJ.
Do I have
About
to?
RVs. No. You do have to, because it's getting a little more humid out here.
Yeah, but
We have to finish
okay,
eventually.
let's take a break. We're in this beautiful backyard.
Whose beautiful backyard?
You know what? It's mine. And for about 2 weeks of every year, it's fabulous back here. And very eclectic, because every piece of junk that was ever interesting that my husband ever walked by came to our backyard. We have frogs. We have faces on trees. We have school bells. We have spinny things. We have massive Adirondack chairs.
You have a phone booth.
We have a phone
Just
booth.
cut to the chase.
Yeah. We have Dolores, our favorite mannequin, who's right now making a phone call, but tomorrow she might be somewhere else.
In order to have a favorite mannequin, you have to have more than one mannequin.
No, we don't. We just only brought the
No.
favorite one home. It's kind of like getting married.
I love that this is in the middle of the podcast, so people have to listen to it, you know? Like, you skip past the intro sometimes, or you stop and fast forward. But no, it's in the middle. We're stuck with this.
Well,
okay.
this is what you get for podcasting in the middle of my backyard, but
It's a
at any
pretty
rate,
distraction.
it is a pretty distraction. And
There's
you
no
know
red
what?
flags here.
When I don't get to go camping, I just come sit out here until the summertime when it's hot and everything dies, or the wintertime when it's cold and everything dies. In between, guys, it's fabulous.
I got news for you. You live in Texas.
I know. That's why I said it's good for
Things
about
are
2
dead.
weeks in between winter and summer. But
Let's-
when we're talking about RVs, trying to figure out what you want to go look at, what makes sense, we were talking about pictures, and pictures do make all the difference.
Yeah.
So,
And don't be afraid to ask for more pictures.
Right.
We have people do that all the time. You know, like I maybe missed an appliance or a corner, or I want to see how much room is in that drawer, you know? Ask
Yep.
for more pictures. They should be fine with that.
you know, a lot of dealers and a lot of private sellers, they're going to FaceTime with you if you're really interested.
Oh, totally.
I'm pretty far away. Hey, can we just,
Yeah.
get on the phone and you can show me around?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's kind of nice, not to get too weird, but
Already there.
sometimes a salesman or a private seller is just kind of
Are you saying
maybe not who you want to deal with?
some people are slimy? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
When I hire people, it is so crazy that they may have this beautiful resume, and the minute I get on that video call to interview them, I am like, this is not what I expected.
So we're going back to like the gut, right? The
Go
instinct,
back to your gut.
right? If your
Yes.
gut says your salesperson is not being honest,
or being straightforward,
or
able to help you with what you've asked.
then
If
yeah,
you've asked for more
get a new
pictures and they
salesperson.
say no, yeah, I don't know, something's wonky. So that is okay.
Pictures are a good one. Another one that, again, I want to reiterate, this isn't if you see it, walk away immediately. It's a dig deeper, and that's water damage.
Some water damage could be water that just maybe came in through a vent that leaked after a hailstorm, messed up the sealant, and that's it. But it also might be a leak that was there for 6 months and they
Right.
didn't know it.
And we're not just talking about used, because new things can have water damage. If they've been sitting on the lot, if they weren't closed up properly, or if there was some kind of default from the factory, you can have water damage in a brand new camper. So make sure you're looking for things like that. You're looking for soft spots in the floor. You're looking for soft spots in the walls. You're looking for any sort of lines or anything from water. And then explore it further. Oh my gosh, there's a little bit of a soft spot right here. What's going on?
Because if you're looking for a great deal, that might be it. Only because for one time they had water coming in on that vent and they sealed it, they fixed it, and it stained. Then that might be the super awesome deal you've been looking for. Because who doesn't want a super awesome deal in your camper?
So figure out what the water damage is, right? It could turn into a headache, or it could turn into the best deal you've ever gotten.
That's
because
right.
everybody else was too scared because it had that one line on it.
That's right.
Water
That's
damage
right.
can be a red flag. Totally something you could move past, but not without some more what do you call it?
Investigations.
Details. Yeah.
Yes. So double check how it's been sealed, how it's been repaired, and then double check to see if anything is soft. And then, it might be fine.
And there's no rush, especially with water damage. If you see it, I feel like taking your time is really the best advice. Take your time. Take your time to go through it, open the cabinets, look underneath, do all those things. If the floor feels like a spongy cloud, it's not always a luxury feature. It could be
Really?
water damage. Although it feels so nice on your feet.
It's like that nice soft rug.
It's like
just kind of wave your way through the camper, but no, it is
Yeah.
not a good thing.
Water damage is not going to cure your plantar fasciitis. Boom.
It's also not going to make for a very long enjoyment of your camper.
It's true.
So check the floor. That's a good point.
One of my favorite things is used campers when they come in, seeing people's personalities in used campers. Right? Like you get to see what stickers they put where and the flags and the decor, and they bring it in, and now it's our turn to sell it.
Whew.
Ugh.
And some of the things that they have added to it, this one's tricky because sometimes DIY is awesome.
Jinx.
And sometimes it's concerning.
The red flag is, a DIY mod, because you don't know if it's sketchy or not, right? Like you don't know these people. You don't know how good they are at hanging shells, right? Like we don't need Lindsay hanging anything. If it was done DIY, just assume it's sketchy and check it out. Assume, and this is for pre-owned campers, obviously, but if they put a hole in the wall, check that out. Dig deeper, right?
What was there? And the thing is, sometimes there's wires still sticking out because the person that traded it in says, yeah, I had a router there and somebody might want to put another router in there. No.
No, you just have
And
a
then
hole.
you've got wires sticking out. You don't know where they go to, what's going to short out something, or they just tuck the wires back in the wall and you just have a big old hole.
I feel like with any used camper, like obviously you have to go slow, you have to look at everything, but if you see something modded, something changed in there, something added or subtracted, that you need to take just take a second, look at that.
And a lot of the mods that people make, they look a little unfinished, or they don't match the rest of the camper, or,
Which might be why you get such a good deal, right? Maybe
yeah.
it's a really great mod that's really useful, but it's not the prettiest thing ever, so it's cheaper.
Lindsay, maybe it depends on how good of a DIYer you are.
Right. Can
because
you fix their
can you
DIY?
fix this? And can you put something on the walls to make it look super cool to cover it all up? But if you're not that guy and you just want to buy it and camp in it, yeah, then you have to really pay attention.
Yeah, look for these things.
That's
for sure.
right. So what's the difference between buying at a dealer and buying at a private seller? Because the idea is that you always will save money buying a slightly used camper that's in awesome shape from a private seller. I mean, how do you balance that?
I think it's I think it's trust. How much do you trust people, right? I mean, you're looking for the same things at a private seller versus a dealership.
Mm-hmm.
But the dealership is held more accountable, right? We have technicians who are trained technicians who go all the way through the camper and then show you, right? I would feel like that would be the advantage of a dealership is you know that they know what they're doing, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
With a private seller,
it's more personal with a private seller. You can know them. You can know how they camped in it. You know where this used trailer has been.
you might even know their mods.
Yeah, they can explain their mods.
Right.
And, I think sometimes a private seller feels a little more accountable because they're standing there and they're
showing
going to have
you
to
the thing,
answer
yeah.
your questions on what's that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a salesman just saying, oh, yeah, well, they had done something there. I don't know. We just covered up the hole. So they can explain to you what they did. And you can decide whether you feel like you're on the same level as that customer.
If you can trust them, just say it.
Right?
I mean, they could,
Right?
that's the thing is, yeah, they could tell you all of those things. They could also lie to you.
Yeah,
Is that the pessimist in me? Is that am I being
Yeah, well, definitely
cynical?
it's the pessimist in you. But, everybody can lie to you, salesman or a private seller.
Yeah, I guess I
Right?
feel like at a dealership they have more, I guess, like ownership. Like they have more to lose. Like I have a business to call.
That's it. You
know what I mean?
You
And
have more protection because
protection. There you go.
you're going to have, especially if you're buying a used one, then they're going to have checked it out. They're going to make sure everything's working. And guys, if you're buying a used one from a dealership, do the same thing you would do with a private seller.
Yeah.
Make sure everything turns on, everything works, water comes out of the faucet and doesn't smell real bad. The tanks are clean. Run the shower. Be sure everything operates. Whether it's at a dealership or whether it's private, that's the way you make sure you're getting the deal and the experience that you expected. But at a dealership, you've got a little more leverage to go back to them and say, hey, man, took my first camping trip and it's only a week since I bought it. This water heater won't fire up.
Yeah, you have someone to hold accountable, essentially. But it does feel less personal.
Yeah.
Maybe if you are looking for that, I loved this camper so much and I want it to go to a place that they love it as well, and that owner to owner transfer.
I'm surprised how many people like that there are.
Sentimental.
Out there.
I mean, it is.
Yes,
People get
so many
sentimental.
RVers. Yes, and we have a lot of people trading them in, and they're like, "Oh, I just need to go say goodbye one
Send
more
me
time."
pictures, tuck them in at
And
night.
I'm like, "Oh, geez, it's a camper." But
no, I love
all
it.
the experiences are connected there. It's kind of like leaving a home. So I get it. So you really do have a lot more security when you're buying from a dealership. So I don't know. I don't think that necessarily means you don't buy from a private seller.
I think the important thing is know what to look for and dig deeper until you actually get an answer, whether it's a private seller or a dealership, whether it's new or used. Just know what to look for.
Okay, so you're looking at an RV listing. Let's build the worst possible RV listing that you can imagine.
All right.
Okay?
The first line is always like, runs great.
Well, maybe it does,
And there's no photos of the outside.
Ah, okay. So maybe they're all taken at night.
Or there's
Do you love those dark, fuzzy photos?
and then there's one picture of the inside, but it still has all like they had just done a camping trip, so there's just like
Stuff everywhere.
everywhere.
And the bed's not made and it's all messed up and kitchen stuff everywhere, dirty dishes. Probably not maintained perfectly because that's just how it's been sitting. They just took the pictures.
You like how it says like just needs a little TLC. What does that mean? What does that mean?
That means it needs a lot of TLC.
What did it
So
mean?
it better be a really stinking good price.
It doesn't need tender loving care. It needs hard, tough
It
love.
means this is a fixer-upper.
Also-
are you a fixer-upper guy?
Also, somewhere in the post, usually in bold, it says, "No low ballers. I know what I have." You know,
Really?
like they just,
Yeah.
I know what I have.
It's, yeah. But we all think that our junk is really great.
They don't know what they have.
What about the pictures that they took 3 years ago or they pulled from the listing when they first bought it?
Oh,
And they still have the
man.
sticker on it, and you're like, wait,
Nothing makes me more mad than
wait, that's a 3-year-old
a
picture.
Facebook listing with the item pulled from Walmart.com. I know that's what it looked like when you bought it. I want to know what it looks like now.
That's exactly right.
I could have Googled that, sir, but thank you. It took so much work to download those photos, to re-upload them.
You thought I didn't know what a trailer looked like. Okay, thank you. I want to know what yours looks like.
That was a lot of red flags. That was a lot of negative with buying RVs, but I mean, there's a lot of green flags too. Do I need to
Ooh.
explain green flags to you? Just kidding.
You know, if you're listening to this podcast and you don't know what a green flag is versus a red flag, then Lindsay will help you. Just give her
I
a
will
call.
help you.
Okay, so what's a green flag? I mean, how do you know maybe I should look at this one?
Ooh, lots of pictures.
Okay.
Clean, 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 clean. It is tough to look at a unit that's not clean. And I know sometimes they sit on the lot long enough to where they get a little dusty. Maybe it's pre-owned and it hasn't gone through PDI yet and it hasn't been cleaned. But man, make sure you see your trailer clean. Like all the way clean. That's a green flag when you show up and it is clean.
And how about the amount of pictures? I mean,
I
if
go
it
for
has
20 plus, but
if it has 40 pictures, you know you've seen probably almost everything.
you need enough pictures to where you can orientate. Is that a word?
Yeah, I think
Yourself
it's a word.
within the RV. 'Cause
Something like that's a word.
that is the hardest thing with taking pictures of trailers is they are so little and you can only capture so much in a lens. But if you look through the pictures and you still can't really figure out what's in the RV, right? Like, what does it come with? What am I looking at? Where?
Why are you showing me this?
Or wait, there was a fridge, but I didn't get the actual size of the fridge or a picture of the inside. It's just those things, those extra pictures, those extra miles are total green flags that you are seeing the whole picture. Nobody's trying to hide anything from you.
That's right. And if it's a private seller, I think it's super important to get detailed pictures and close-up pictures. Like, I mean, this may seem kind of gross, but I want a picture of the toilet.
Well, yeah. I would like to know what the toilet looks like.
Yes. Isn't that, but that's one of the things I want to see. I want to see what the sink looks like on the inside. What is the shower? Because sometimes they turn brown, they get kind of yucky when people don't maintain them. And it could have a really nice leather seating and it looks beautiful. But if the bathroom's kind of then I don't want to.
Then I don't want to.
Don't want to. Don't make me.
Another green flag, whether you're with private sellers or dealerships, would be like this salesperson or the seller encouraging you to open the cabinets, turn things on,
Yes.
look through
Total
things.
green flag.
Yes, please check out the entire unit. Under here, you know, if they tell you, yeah, we did have something happen under there and then we fixed it like this, like those are green flags.
Right.
Because they're communicating with you and they're encouraging you to find all the little things. When people are selling something and they don't want you to dig too deep.
Or if they
Not
just
a green
stand there
flag.
and say, look around, you know? Yeah, go ahead and take a look. If they're not actively showing it to you and helping you understand the camper, yeah,
Then
I
they
don't
might
know.
be trying to hide something.
Yeah.
Might.
But if they're out there helping you, it's not that they're overzealous or pushy. It's that they want to be sure you understand and you see everything.
Right.
To me, that's a green flag.
A seller that takes their time, too, explaining things, you should never feel rushed, no matter where you're buying. Take your time and figure out, you know, any of the quirks if it's used, how to operate it if it's new. Just being open about its entire history. When's the last time you did maintenance? Oh, when did this hit the lot? How old are the tires? These are fairly normal questions that if people don't want to answer,
Or if they don't know and they say, oh, you know, or they give you a general
it
answer.
doesn't matter.
But if you can get some answers of any question you dream of,
Green
that's a
flag.
green flag.
Green flag.
But you know, a good dealership doesn't just sell you an RV. They make sure that you're confident enough to use it. And that should be whether it's a new one or whether it's a used one, right?
Right.
Because, yeah, if you're going to find that good deal, you still need to know how to use it.
You should
still
probably know how to
need to
operate
help
it.
you. And especially if it's, you know, a used one, the owner should go through it with you. Make sure you know how to operate it. You know, some of these rigs can be confusing.
Yeah. I think no matter what you're buying, where you're buying it, just chill out, take your time, and ask the questions.
Even the
right?
dumb ones.
Even the dumb ones, because and if a red flag does pop up along the selling process, that doesn't mean stop and bail. That means stop and investigate, right?
Right.
And above all, yeah, we're gonna bring it around. Trust your gut, man. If you feel like somebody's trying to hide something from you, if you feel like something's not right, go with it, because there's something better out there.
And
You're
the
not missing
experience
out.
should feel good.
It should.
Not confusing and not difficult. Yeah.
The end.
Yeah. I think we pretty much covered red flags and green flags. What do you think?
I wish everybody the best of luck in buying an RV.
All right. Another episode of
Don't
Fun with Flags.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
Okay.
All right. Until next time, PJ.
Sounds good to me.
Cheers.
Nice. That's about a 33-minute episode. It's pretty good.